You go to his house and do a drive-by. That was real punk. Like, you got beat up by a child. I just feel like it was cute. Like, nobody tried to find out who unalived Alicia. What she had on just looked out of place. It just looked like the brat was playing the brat. Keisha, I'm sorry, guys, but her character annoys me. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to a new video. If you're new here, my name is Dionne. Please subscribe to my channel and to my returning chat partners. I really appreciate you guys' support. So, guys, today's video is a review on the series finale of The Chi. Guys, this video might be all over the place because I'm just be talking about different stuff. Just about how I feel about the show overall, the characters, etc., etc. The series finale was basically about Emmett and Keisha wedding. However, I just feel like it was cute. I honestly feel like it's so many missing pieces to the show that was not covered in this last season. I don't know who the writer is. Hey, people write what they write and vision what they vision. But like I said before in another review, I feel like The Chi is like a book that somebody read and they just decided to just put little pieces here and there, and you just got to figure it out. It's like, if you read the book, you know what happened and why they took this scene out or why this or that. And also, it kind of feel like vlog because they'll record a small scene and then they don't follow back up with what happened. Case in point, Keisha and Emmett's wedding, they brought Kevin back. They brought her mama back, and they brought the mama 2 wives back. For one, what was the brat wearing at the wedding? Because it looked like they just so happened to see her out and about. This is the season finale of The Chi. She just dressed like how she normally dressed and look how she normally looked. What she had on just looked out of place. It just looked like the brat was playing the brat. It was good to see Kevin. I wish they had gave him more lines. What you beautiful, you ready, and that was it. No interaction with him, Jake, and Papa talking because that's what the show was kind of formed around them. So then when Keisha saw her mama, her mother was like so excited and talking to her, and they was having a heart-to-heart moment. And Keisha was, you missed the birth of my second child. What? Like, that part right there kind of irked my nerves a little bit. But you was there for the first one, so I forgive you. What does that? All season, the last few seasons since her mom left, Keisha and her mama, they never showed them talking on the phone, video chatting each other, nothing. Keisha, I'm sorry, guys, but her character annoys me a lot. When she went to talk to Tiff about unaliving Nook, talk about, I can't believe you unalived my child's father. I don't want you at the wedding. I don't want the wedding at your house. I don't want you to pay for it. For one, that was kind of weird anyway because that was Emmett's ex-wife. At the end of the day, I'm trying to figure out why Keisha act like Nook with this holier-than-thou dude. You just found out he was your child's father, and they showed him with the little boy, what, maybe 2 or 3 times, maybe last season. Him and Emmett and the little boy went out together, and then you saw him play with him a little bit this time, this past season. But let's not forget what type of person Nook was. And I'm still pissed off, and I'm mad, and I'm upset because it's too much unfinished stuff that they didn't regroup and go, okay, so we're going to just forget that Rosalind unalived Alicia. Like, nobody tried to find out who unalived Alicia. Nook was behind a lot of mess. It's Pastor Zeke. Ain't nobody going to say nothing about Papa, Father, what happened to him. Nook was entwined with all of that. Nook unalived. Duda. Why didn't they follow up on any of that? So we just going to forget Alicia lost her life. When Keisha went to confront Tiff, girl, yes, she unalived him. This dude not only unalived my child's father, but lied on my mother-in-law. She got unalived in the house. Then he gonna move in the house, be with me like we in a relationship, like he loved me and care about me and be around my son when he know he was the one that took his father out. I'm gonna bring none of that up. Nobody forgetting about that. So when Emmett did tell Keisha that Tiff unalived Nook, I can't believe you taking up for her. Girl, it was just too much that they just left uncovered, and then bringing people in for this small part, that small part. Then why wasn't Emmett brother in the series finale? If you could bring back Kev and what's that girl name that he go with, her and the brat of all people, you couldn't bring Emmett's brother. I know he doing those, what is it, Old Spice commercials, but you still could have brought him in there. Even if it was just a flashback for him to be on FaceTime something. And then it tripped me out how he asked Shad and Jake to be his best man 24 hours before the wedding. Then Kyla Pratt's sister, she dating the translated. I felt like Jake should have ended up with Tiff. Okay, it's good that she's with her mother, and her mother and EJ is going to be living with her and helping her raise her baby. And she growing that relationship. That's a good thing too. But you know what I did, Pete? When Emmett and Tiff talked after him and Keisha got married, and they said they love each other and this and this and that, he apologized and they said certain things to each other. Basically, he telling her, I'm married to her, but you gonna always be my boo. And she like, I know that. You gonna always be my boo too. We see eye to eye. We know what it is. Like, yeah, I married her because she helping me with the kids and all, but you know, we still got our thing. And she like, oh, I know. They went on ahead and sealed that deal real quick. Because to me, that conversation kind of made it seem like he really wished that things had worked out between him and Tiff. Because can't nobody tell me at the end of the day that Emmett don't still have feelings for Tiff and Tiff don't still have feelings for Emmett. It looked like if it was down to it, he was like, what's up? You want to do something? She was like, I thought you never asked, and he would, and they both would. They just got their chemistry. That's just what it is. What it is. I mean, hey, I'm sorry, but that's just what it is. And yeah, they sealed that deal. Like, yeah, I'm married to her, but just like he told Keisha, she gonna always be family. Like, we can't just throw her away, right? Like, what is you thinking, girl? Keisha got to make everything about her, and she just always got to say something negative or just said something just off the wall in a moment. Kudos to the growth of Emmett. The wedding was nice. I can say that it was beautiful. Wait a minute, this might be a little too tight. Let's see if it's going to come off the head or not. I really feel like the show messed up on that part because I want y'all to say something about what happened to Alicia. Like, y'all forgot all about Alicia. Yeah, Shad was trying to find out who unalived the other girl, but I thought the girl that Shad go with now, her and Alicia was cool. It still bothers me that what happened to Rob. And it bothered me what happened to Alicia because I kind of liked Alicia. And it bothered me what happened to, what's the girl that Papa go with? Nook cousin that Alicia unalived. What happened to, what is Bakari girlfriend's name? I can't even think of her name right now. What happened to her brother, Lala? That they ain't bring them back. It seemed like they was just trying to set it up for these people. You know they're going to end up together. With Jake, he was like him and his girlfriend's going to move in with each other. Let's get on Bakari. I love me some Bakari. He to my heart. Bakari to my heart. Jake to my heart. Emmett to my heart. I would say Tiff to my heart too. And I like Reg. Reg is to my heart too. I like Reg. And for the simple fact that Reg took the fall for what happened to Nook, I told my husband it might be a good thing because at least it's sad that it took for their mom to pass for them to come together. But it seemed like that jail scene when Jake and what's his name? Trig, what is his name? Vic. Why I was saying the wrong name. Jake and Vic went to go see when Jake, hold on y'all, give me a second. When Jake and Vic went to go see Reg in prison, and they was telling him that he wasn't gonna be alone and this and this and that, and I feel like it's one of those things too where maybe that's the place, maybe that's the best place for him. Because there's so much mess out there in the street. But what happened to Smitty? I ain't hear nothing else about Smitty. They ain't show Smitty no more. Which I was trying to figure out what was the point of his character in the first place. Just like old girl husband came home from prison. Kyla Pratt husband, the one that worked with Tiff. The weed guy. I told my husband, I said, he might be cool for to be coming home from prison and you know your wife sitting up here telling you she got another dude. He was fine with it. Like, I guess he said, whatever. So I don't know if they ended up together now. What was it, the last episode before this one? Smitty threatening people, looking for folk, but he went to jail. What he go to jail for? But then Kyla Pratt got him out of jail and you ain't hear nothing else about him or from him. What she spend the money her husband left her for to get him out of jail, but then you don't see him no more on the show? Like, that just didn't make sense to me. Then we got, Bakari. Yeah, why the dude, he gonna come in there? They hadn't showed him since Bakari stomped him out. Then he gonna come in there while the man cleaning up smokers. Oh, they're talking about where Bakari at. But you just so happen to know that he leaving for Atlanta the next day. So you go to his house and do a drive-by. That was real punk. Like, you got beat up by a child, but you gonna do a drive-by. Like Craig Daddy said, guys want to pull up weapons and guns, sissified punks. why you ain't throw them hands when Bakari stomped you out? You let this kid beat you up. Now you're gonna do a drive-by. You got somebody else driving. You're gonna have a mask on your face, then pull it up and shoot him. Like, at what age? Like, seriously, hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Let me. Okay, guys, I know it's a TV show, but at what age do people start picking up weapons and doing drive-bys and doing stuff like that? And like, at what age do you stop doing these type of things? Like, these men look like they was in their 30s and 40s. Yeah, but I'm so glad that Bakari was okay, and he and his girl and his sister moved to Atlanta, selling his book and doing great things, and his girl, they about to have a baby. So that was good. It was good to see, because I was so glad that they did not unalive him. But then I was thinking to myself, I had a feeling something was going to happen to Bakari. The thing to get me was that Keisha was at the house with them, trying to get stuff situated for when he leaving, and then she want to apologize. I was thinking to myself, be the one that helped open up and do the smokies in Atlanta. I'm glad everything worked out for Bakari, because I wanted to see Bakari do great things. I like Bakari. I wish they had a show more with Jake, but it's good that he's, I guess, you know, him and his girlfriend gonna live together, and he's onto a positive path, which is good. Papa said he gonna stop smoking and getting himself together, so that's a good thing. And he was basically saying, I guess he gonna end up marrying that girl he go with. I just wish Vic had a got with Tiff. I like they gave their house to Sean. So I'm glad that daddy got him somebody, and she happy. They gonna be helping Emmett and Keisha with the children. How they had the cops to come in there and ransack the house, come there and pull Nook's body up. That was just Reg taking the fall. I think they should have just never said nothing. I would have never said nothing. Because the woman tried to arrest Tiff, but you gonna arrest her. How can you arrest her? It ain't no murder weapon. You ain't found the body. You came in the house, tore it up. You didn't find you didn't do a blood sample to see if his blood was in the house. None of that. But you gonna say she under arrest all because that video, that recording said Nook killed Rob. That don't mean she killed them. Bakari don't even know what happened. All he know is he was with Nook. When they dropped the body off, he didn't even know it was Rob till he helped him take him to the steps, and then he threw up. I would just kept saying, I don't know who he is. Y'all stop asking. What you want to know where he at for? If I ain't thinking about where he at, why should you care? Get over it. But yeah, but the series finale of The Chi, I just feel like they left a lot out. Yeah, it was the wedding and stuff. I didn't feel no type of way. I felt some type of way when I saw what happened to Bakari, because I was like, I know you're not finna let it end like this. But overall, I really would want to see the guy that plays Emmett, the guy that plays Bakari, the guy that plays Jake, Papa, all of them. I want to see everybody do other great things in other movies and TV shows. On a scale from 1 to 10, I would give this series overall a 5. Because the first couple of seasons was really good. But then it started going somewhere left. In my other review, when Brandon was on there, and when Keisha got kidnapped, and what Bakari did around, and staying with Papa them, and he had a family, and all of that was good. But then it seemed like the writing just started being different when they brought Vic on, and they had him dealing with the trans girlfriend. It just seemed like they just took a whole different place. It just seemed like it was more catered toward and I apologize if anybody get offended. That's something I'm not trying to do, but I'm just saying, it just seemed like that's when everything, like a couple of years ago, they was really putting the LGBT community in like different movies, TV shows, commercials, all that kind of stuff. It was heavy on it. And it just seemed like they did that for The Chi. When they brought Vic in and he was dating the other transgender lady, and all that stuff was happening, and I think like some things was happening like behind the scenes, the reason why the original girlfriend left, and then it had the new one, and it just seemed like it was just going to a totally different direction, and then it just seemed like the writing was just falling apart, and they was just like really pushing that. The last 2 seasons, just how things went with Emmett's mom, that was sad. You know, that part like made me cry when stuff happened with Emmett's mom and everything, because like Jacob Lattimore, I think that's his name, he really played the part of Emmett, especially that part when they had that celebration for the mom when she was still living. He played that part. So he did great, and I just appreciate his growth and everything. But I still feel that they should have kept the writing when Brandon was trying to do the food truck with Emmett, and they was trying to get with do it. Even if you didn't want that same actor, you could have got somebody else to play Brandon. You could have made Vic play Brandon, the actor that played Vic. Even the guy played Reg played his part good. You could have got somebody to come along, fill that space, and continue with that storyline. But they just changed it up, and then it just seemed like the last couple of seasons was just fillers here and there. It seemed like they had a season where the kids, they was getting out of high school, but they was making them too grown. Jim and Jake, you know, yeah, people get pregnant, and things happen, but it was just making them too adultish. It just seemed like they were just trying to find out what writer can we choose, and this person thinking this we gonna just mish it all together, and it just went. It was just different. And then they would space it out and take so long for the season to come back on. And just like the part how they had Rob Daddy, I'm David Ruffin, and these are the Temptations. They let David Ruffin come on in for what, 2 episodes or an episode, and then Rob lost his dad. I'm like, what was the point of that? That was Alicia's brother. They unalived him. So it's just how they would bring people in and take them out. And Nook was behind a whole lot of mess. I feel like maybe they should have kept Nook on there, or just things could have just been written different. Even if he was going to be taken out, I just don't think Reg should have ended up in prison for it. You bring Reg back after people thinking he not living no more, and then for him to end up in jail, but you like Nook do all this stuff when he was alive, that it should have been known that he did all those things. I wish Alicia should have been alive to know that Nook was actually the one who took her son out. I did not like how they did that. That really bothered me. She didn't get to meet her grandson. Her son didn't even know his girl was pregnant. Tiff, when all that grieving and all that stuff she went through with Rob and then Keisha, like, I can't believe, girl, like all this stuff he did, like he was with what happened to Pastor Zeke. Like he forever taking out somebody's daddy. Like I don't get that. What's up with you, Nook? Let me calm down. But it's just certain characters and certain people, just like with Dionne. And I just wish they had got Rosalind. It's just a lot of stuff that I feel the other people should have maybe got locked up or been in jail or just suffered a little bit more. I'm glad that Jake, Vic, and Reg made amends and they're going to be there for each other. But yeah, so that's my review of the series finale of The Chi and just the show overall. Everybody acting was good, don't get me wrong, but it was just the storylines. So I'll just work here, I don't own the place. So these people probably like, I just act here, I don't do the right. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment below and let me know what you guys thought about the series finale of The Chi and just what you think about The Chi overall. Okay guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, Dionne's Life, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can receive alerts for each and every time I upload and become a chat partner. I wish you all out there peace of mind, because what? A peace of mind is one of the greatest things in the world. Always remember that you guys are great. And as always, take care, stay safe, and be blessed. Bye, guys.